Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, the comments, the generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. We're going to go ahead and ring the bell. We're going to go ahead and clear out the energy, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us today. Imagine you finding out that whatever just happened to you, the Most High allowed it to happen. I mean, the shock, the dismay, the grabbing and clutching of your pearls. But some things God allows us to go through just so that we can finally see. The Most High just allowed someone to go through something that this person felt was so, hey, Lightworker William, was so horrible, so earth-shattering, so that they could finally open up their eyes and see what it is that Spirit has been trying to tell this person all along. See who Spirit has been warning this person about all along, so that this person could understand that, you know what, it's been time for them to wake up. It's been time for them to understand, to gain that level of understanding. Maybe it's been time for them to slow the hell down. Hey, Robert, how are you? Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. This is something that somebody got themselves involved in, and it's like they didn't see it at first, but now they're waking up to it. This is something that somebody was stuck. They put themselves there, this uncomfortable position. Hey, C-Bones, chosen one, how are you? This uncomfortable position. This is somebody that thought that they knew it all, had it all, could control it all. This is somebody that the Most High worked with. This is like I said, the Most High allowed this person to go through this. This is something that you had told this person about before, and they told this person, hey, you're going to have to protect yourself. You're going to have to, make sure that you see what's really going on. But see, this person thought that they had it all. They thought that, that they had it all just because they had money, or just because their money was fruitful at that time, that they were abundant at that time. They felt like they had it all. They didn't need your advice. They didn't need to slow down. They didn't need to see who was for them and who wasn't against them. As they felt like as long as they had money in their pocket, and they were the only one that had their 4-digit PIN, to their bank account, that nobody could touch them. But see, there's something that they didn't see. There's a lot this person didn't see. And now this person just wants to go off in peace. Now they just want to go to calmer waters. Because now they see that plan that they had, it was not much of a plan at all. See, this person thought that, as long as they stayed to themselves, that they was fine, and they had everything that they possibly could need. Who needs love when you got money? That could have been this person's mindset. And now they're realizing that, who they worked with wasn't truly working with them. Who they thought that they was working with was actually working against them, was actually harming them, was actually fighting them. Now this person wants to be healed. Now this person understands how powerful love is, how powerful that heart is, how powerful having somebody in their corner is. Now they get it. Something has happened. This tower has happened. And you know what? This person is sitting here watching the tower in their life happen. They have no other choice but to watch it. Watch everything crumble. Everything that they felt that they worked hard for, it's all being taken away. And the reason is because God is taking it away. They thought they was bigger than the program. Now somebody's realizing that, you know what? They allowed themselves to act like they was bigger than the program. It's like this is somebody who's finding that, they were really immature in the way that they thought, and the actions that they did. They was reckless. Hey, Red Violet. Hey, Malcolm. It was really reckless. Like this person could sit here and listen to something that somebody has said, and they just gonna go straight to it because they felt like, it's not gonna affect me. This person is realizing that they fell into the trap. They fell down that rabbit hole. That whoever was talking to them in their ear was whispering, was telling them, oh, all you got to do is just do this, just do that. They realized they was tricked by the devil. This person, they decided they was going to give up something so special that they had. They was going to give it up because they had a choice. Do you want love or do you want money? This person was like, love? I want the money. Now this person wishes that they could work with you because they see whatever you was putting in, you was abundant. You're still abundant. You're always going to be abundant. You're never going to lose that part of you. You're always going to know how to protect yourself, even protecting yourself from people who want you to think that they got it. Just because someone acts like they got it, you still have to protect yourself. You could never let that guard all the way down because those are the same people that will sit here and try and stab you in your back. Those are the same people who act like they got it. They'll sit here and do you dirty and then hold back from you. Just because they got it don't mean that they're willing to share it. Somebody's finally waking up. They're finally using their discernment when it comes to their stability, when it comes to their family, and what family truly is, what stability truly is. They're finally waking up. They're finally realizing that they need to do things that are a lot more balanced in their life, that they have to have both in order to survive. You don't survive off of money alone. And you don't survive off of love alone. You have to have both. You have to have balance. Just like at your job, you have to have that work-life balance. You work hard, but you also play hard. You come into work and you leave your problems at the door, but whenever you get off work, you leave that work bullshit at that job. Someone is realizing that, they made themselves feel very uncomfortable. They put a lot of pressure on themselves because they wasn't really thinking about what they was doing. They realized that, the time to talk is over. Time to talk is done. Especially now that somebody realized it's like they're coming to grips that, you know what, when you walked away, you meant that shit. You meant it. Somebody's getting what they gave to you. They're feeling how you felt. They're understanding what you were forced to understand. Now somebody, you know, it's like they want to come to you. They want to extend that olive branch. They want to step to you with so much power, so much force, so much passion, you know, because like I said, now they want to talk, even though they realize they wasted too much time to even talk. Now somebody is realizing everything that you meant to them. Now they want to apologize. Hi, Portable, how are you? Now they want to apologize. You know, it's like this person, instead of them thinking, you know, hey, as soon as some shit happened, instead of them sitting there saying, you know what, damn, I should really apologize. They said, no, I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to let collective come to me. I'm going to let collective ask for my forgiveness. But now they're realizing that you have nothing to ask for forgiveness of. If anything, they're the ones that need to ask your forgiveness. Somebody is talking to this person and they're giving this person some wisdom about, you know, the give and take in a relationship. And this person could be speaking to somebody, could be talking to, you know, a psychologist, a counselor, but somebody's giving this person some wisdom to let them know you don't know it all. You don't even know the half of it. When your ass is so, you know, your ego is so big and everything else, that's when you realizing you don't know. That's when you showing the world you don't know what the fuck is going on. See, somebody had this secret relationship in the background that was having them do all this kind of stupid, goofy shit, you know, and you just sat back and you watched. You didn't have no choice but to sit back and watch, but you knew what was going on. You knew what was going on. Someone, they have the nerve to be shocked that the Most High is giving to them exactly what they gave to you. They got the nerve to be shocked because of that. And you know, like I said, even this person, things that they've been working on diligently, nothing is working out. Nothing is working out. And they're working hard at it, but it's not working out. And the reason things aren't working out for this person is because they have to come and they got to tell you the truth. They have to make right by you, not the other way around. If this person thinks that you got to come and do something to make up for them, they need to go ahead and get used to having a life of lack and watching you have a life of luxury. See, now this person is realizing all that gossip, all that slander, all that libel, all that bullshit that they was doing behind your back, it's affected them. Now they're realizing them same people that you told them about, them same people that sat there and talked about you with them, is the same people that's talking about them with someone else. Confirmation. It's them same hood rat people. Hey, Shane Shay, how are you? See, this person has no choice but to go within right now and go through that dark night of the soul, because they're realizing with the world card, hey, what comes around goes right back around. So they have no choice except to go within and get their life on track. And now they're sitting here looking at you. They're looking at you, and you're looking good. You're looking better than you looked before. You're looking happier and healthier than you looked before. See, you was like someone that was single. Someone that was single, but you was also loyal. You know, you may have been somebody that it was just all you. You was the only one that was working. You was sitting here helping somebody else out. But then yet they're going to take what you put into it and they're going to give that to somebody else. Like, how does that work? Who the fuck does that stupid shit? And if this person is waiting for you to say something, like I said, you don't have nothing to say. What is there left to say? Hey, I saw how you was stabbing me in my back, and I know how you was talking bad about me, and I know how you was spreading rumors, and I know how you did this, and I saw that you did that, and I heard about this, and I heard about that. So I was just calling to see how you was doing. You ain't got shit to say. You made that judgment call. Ain't shit to talk about. You know, this person, now it's like they're realizing about that equal give and take. This person walked around like they had their pockets all full, and you was just going to be, oh, look, it's Newman. His pockets is so full. I'm going to do whatever Newman says he wants me to do because he got some money in his pocket. Now this person realizing you got your own money. So what the fuck did you need them for? You was trying to do something that was honest, that was from the heart, that showed loyalty, that showed togetherness, something that they actually needed in their life. See, somebody, they didn't realize that you were so strong, that your love alone was strong. Hey, straight cheese, how are you? That your love alone could not be overpowered. And that meant how you loved yourself too. How you loved yourself was going to trickle down to how you loved them. And they felt that. But see, this person didn't love themselves. And so they was actually kind of upset and mad that you loved yourself, but they didn't know how to love themselves because they hadn't been there yet, or I don't know what the problem was. Hey, Carla. But whatever it was, Spirit watched them try to make a mockery of you. Spirit watched them do some of the most raggedy, haggard shit to you. Spirit watched them the entire time. And see, this person thought that they was getting off with something. They was being so sneaky. And like they could just tell you anything and you was going to buy it. You know, they could tell you anything and you was going to say, oh, okay, well, I guess I accept that lie. So now somebody is running into them. Somebody is running into them. Somebody that's just like them. A player. a cheat, a liar, somebody who think that they got the game and gone with it. And see, somebody was thinking that, they had some big opportunity. And all they had to do was put all their eggs in this one basket. Now they're looking all sad, sick, sad, sorry, busted, and disgusted because they realized they got played. And Spirit said, that's your justice. That's exactly what you get. That's exactly what I allowed to happen to you. For you to get played because you had the absolute gall and audacity to try and play collective. Somebody's getting karma. Somebody's getting exactly what they gave to you. No ifs, no ands, and definitely not no buts. And now they're looking at you. You started something new. You have a wish fulfillment. You have a new start coming. Because you know what? You took a leap of faith. That something better was coming for you. And now this person is the only one that's sitting here looking confused and feeling like they stuck on stupid. Yeah. Everybody that they riled up to attack you, these same people are attacking them now. And they don't understand. They're like, well, wait a minute. I got y'all together to attack collective. And they're like, and we did attack collective, but collective got away. So now something is not working out for somebody else. Now they working to attack this person. Yeah. Somebody realizes now that, you know what, you didn't allow somebody to curse you. You didn't allow somebody to put all this pressure on you. You didn't allow somebody to pummel you down. You didn't allow somebody to do all these nefarious things to you. Somebody thought that you were just going to sit down and take it. You knew what this person was doing. You may not have spoke about it, but you knew exactly what this person was doing or trying to do, attempting to do to you. Yeah, because see, this person didn't think that you was worthy. They didn't think that you had enough. They didn't think that, you could protect yourself. They didn't think that you could, fend for yourself. They thought that you was going to be sitting there like, oh, Newman got money. I need to get myself in order. I need to get myself in line because Newman the one with the money. No. See, somebody's realizing now, I feel like this person is talking to a counselor. And this counselor is giving them some information about relationships. The truth. About how relationships actually go. And it's not this whole confusing thing that they was thinking of. They was confused by you. They was confused because you know what? You had something else that was going on. You was able to do something else. This person, they was confused. And in their own confusion, they got themselves stuck. They put themselves in a position. Something that they're having a hard time getting out of. You ever hang upside down by one foot and then you got to get yourself out of that? Well, me personally, I wouldn't have been able. Hey, chosen one, 11, 13, how are you? I would not have been able if I'm hanging upside down to get myself out of that. The blood would have rushed to my head too quickly. I probably would have passed out. My stomach muscles ain't that tight for sure. For sure. Yeah, see, somebody's realizing that they're not healed, that they need to heal themselves. They're realizing they are not healed in the least. They realize they out here looking like a straight up fool. And they're concerned about how they're looking. They're concerned because now they out in the cold. They're concerned because you know what? They did all this same shit to you. And God sat there and watched them. Hey, Shaylin. God sat there and watched them act a fucking fool with you. What's the message? Hey, Danny, how are you? Yep. See, somebody's feeling left out in the cold. Whereas they had you right by their side, but they wanted to hold back from you. Now you're holding back from them. Like they say, think it's a game. It ain't no game. You know, you sat there and you talked to this person. And what you had to say to this person was that information, that conversation was sent from the Most High. See, this is why this person is really hurting. Because now they're realizing that, you know, you wasn't sitting here just talking out the side of your neck. You was delivering a message. Yes, you was delivering a message to them. And you was looking confident in it. You wasn't sitting here trying to overpower them, trying to belittle them, trying to talk down on them, trying to do that. None of that. You was telling them the truth. You was dropping knowledge. They was too stupid to see it. What's the message? Now somebody they realizing they hidden enemies. Them same enemies that they gained up to work on against you. Hey, 2B Records. The same crew. The same crew. That's what they got coming in. You know, they sitting here thinking, oh gosh, they put all their pearls in the wrong damn box. They put all that money in one box, only to find out that they was bamboozled. And they shocked. I invested with these people. How can they be doing this to me? They shocked. And the fact of not them just being shocked, but the fact that these people are really coming up after this person. They doing this person worse than what they did to you. They making it, the lies that they got about this person is worse than the shit that they said about you. See, they didn't really know anything about you to lie. They only knew about what this person was telling them about. But see, what they did with this person is they got up close and personal. They was having conversations with this person. So whenever they knew when they was getting ready to go after that person, they knew what they was getting ready to do. And that's when they started spreading all these messages around, all this stuff, you know, all that messages. I'm telling you, what comes around goes back around. This person is starting to feel all of that. And they're shocked. I don't know why, but they feel like they are shocked. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yep. Now they understand exactly why you walked the fuck away. You know, now they get it. Now they get it. Why you walked away. And like I said, They acted like you didn't know. You knew. You were sitting here watching them, and you knew the only way for you to go was to take that leap of faith and get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. And that's exactly what you did. Spirit carried you away. And now this person is sitting here thinking about yesterday, yesteryear. Like I said, this person knows that they owe you an apology. They know that you called judgment on that entire situation, and they know that they owe you the apology. So for this person to sit there with their ass all up firmly planted between their butt cheeks, all up into their anal cavity, sitting there waiting on you to apologize to them, they are going to be waiting. If they want to continue to go through this tormenting time, where spirit has them going through it so that they can see how that shit feel, so that they never, ever, ever forget what it was like for them to go through some shit that they didn't give a shit about what you was going through. They got it. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's a whole lot of conversation going on around now. Hey, Miss Grand Marquis. Yeah, there's a whole lot of conversation, about how these people all work together and how they celebrated way too soon. Now somebody's seeing they should have had some discernment. They should have grew up. Had they had some discernment and grew the fuck up, they would have left before this tower hit too. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. They would have realized that they had some hidden enemies in the mix themselves, and not just sitting here thinking you was the only one that was the odd man out. Because if they so busy talking about this person, that person, this person, that person, they also talking about you. Yeah. Now somebody understand what the whole trick was. They was the trick. Hey, the one he fumbled 85. They was the trick. Not you. They realized the game was being played on them. Yep, the game was being played on them. And you know what? God got their attention. God got their attention quickly. I am well, the one he fumbled. Thank you so very much. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yep. You was the one with the wisdom. Hey, Melissa. You was the one with the wisdom. You was the one who knew what the hell was actually going on. And see, this person, they thought, no, you got it wrong. If just because they sat there and stabbed you in your back, don't mean that they're gonna stab me in my back. Just because they played you to the left, don't mean they're gonna play me to the left. Just because they did you completely wrong, don't mean they're gonna do me completely wrong. See, somebody was being dumb like that. They just didn't realize who the fuck they was messing with. And then they thought because, the devil has some pocket change, that's who they need to be with. But see, now this person has got plenty of time to sit back and think. They having to go within, and they realizing, that you knew what the fuck you was talking about. See, this person is realizing that they played themselves whenever they came to this opportunity to be with you. They the only ones that got themselves caught up. And now they fearing God's wrath. Now they're afraid of what else God got for them. And they know that there is nothing that they can do to defend themselves. See, they wasn't worried about it whenever they thought that they was being half nickel slick. They didn't worry about it whenever they thought that, oh, I'm on the winning team, that you was the one that was on the losing team, only to find out you was the only one on the winning team. Hey, Logos Larry, how are you? Love you more. That's whenever they realized you was the winning team. They was always on the wrong team. They was always on the wrong side. They was always doing shit backwards. Yes, they deceived themselves. Their mind was playing tricks on them, baby. Their mind was definitely playing tricks on them. They deceived themselves thinking that you didn't know. You knew. You knew that this person was not balanced in the way that they was thinking. That they needed some balance. You know, now this person is sitting here thinking about, yesterday and how they thought they was going to have this plan to get this money by tomorrow. This person, and let me tell you something, they was so busy thinking that this was going to work that they got themselves, like I said, they got themselves in a position that they are not able to get out of. Not able to get out of it all. You just moved forward. You left. You knew what was coming. And it broke your heart. It broke your heart. It really did. But you know what? No matter what you said to this person, they still were not going to get it. They wanted to act like they didn't understand. They wanted to act like, there's no way I can figure this out, even though collective was telling them point blank, D motherfucking N. This is the sentence. This is it. Well, what does that mean? It means exactly what I said. You are being played. You are being manipulated. You are looking dumb out in these fucking streets. See, now that the end for them is over, now that all the games and the trickeries ended for them, now, and they realize that they getting their karma, now it means something. See, this person couldn't even imagine the same people that was coming after you to come after them. They couldn't even imagine that. No, not at all. But now they understand you knew what the fuck you was talking about. You saw it. You said it. You pointed it out. And this person still acted like they couldn't catch a clue. So that's when you said, okay, I got to allow them to be clueless for as long as it takes by their damn self. If they love it, I got to like it for them. That's whenever you said, I got to be cautious about them. You couldn't even trust them anymore. Couldn't even trust them anymore. You couldn't even feel like you could even give to them anymore. As much as you wanted to, you couldn't, because you had to make a judgment call about what was healthy for you. Your truth is what is moving things forward for you. And it's making this person really understand, you know what? They thought they was playing both sides of the middle. Whenever they realize now they just got played. There is no fucking both sides of the middle. This person thought that they could do something. Oh, I can just straddle this fence. You can't straddle shit. There is no straddling. You either on this side or you on this side. But you cannot be right in the middle. Now somebody, it's like, it you know what? And the thing is, it hurts the collective to sit here and think, you know, as much as you told this person, as much as you tried to let this person know, there's nothing in this for you. You're going to end up losing. You're going to end up being sad. You're going to end up being broke. You're going to end up this. You're going to end up that. As much as you try to let that person know, now you realize, and it hurts because no matter what you did, no matter what you said, no matter how many times this person act like they could not understand. Hey, create. Like they just couldn't get it. Now they get the message. Now they understand it. But now it's like you're gone. You know, this person has changed their whole trajectory of their life. Things is different now. You know, like I said, they changed the whole trajectory of their life. What they're getting is that same conflict they brought to you. That same Five of Swords, somebody's going to do them just like they did to you. I'm going to win at all costs. Somebody just not giving up for taking them fucking down just like they tried to do to you. And now all this person can think about is just trying to see how they can get out of this bullshit. You know, why they wasn't smart enough to have, you know, understand that they already had their wish fulfillment when they was with you. You know, why did they think that there was something better whenever they was with you? They should have made a decision and stuck with it. Sad. It's real sad. People hate to see that. People hate to be a part of that. Yeah, this whole opportunity. Yeah, somebody now they're afraid, like they had this whole opportunity in front of them, but whoever they was listening to struck some fear in them to be afraid to be with you. Afraid of what people is gonna say. Who gives a shit what somebody says? Because now they're realizing, had they stuck with you, this whole situation would have been over. God was willing to heal and erase all of that bullshit. Had they made the decision that, you know what, no matter what this devil tried to say to me, I'm still going to stick with the collective. I'm going to go with the collective. I'm going to stand up for the collective. I'm going to stand 10 toes down for the collective. I'm going to speak up for the collective. I'm not going to go against the collective. They would have been healed. This whole situation would have been healed. They wouldn't have had to go through the bullshit that they're having to go through now, trying to hope that they have enough courage to stand up against the fucking devil. Tell me which one is easier and which one is harder. For you to stand 10 toes down when you need to, or for you to be on the back end, now you got to sit here and go out and push your sleeves up and see if you can spar with the devil. Which one is fucking easier? To do the right thing or to do the wrong thing and then try and make up for it later? Which is easier? You see there's a red light, so you're going to stop for the red light, or you're going to continue to go through the red light. You have a possibility of wrecking another car, getting in an accident, getting a ticket, getting your license revoked, having to pay a hefty fine, having to pay for your own vehicle to be fixed. I mean, which one is fucking easier? Just stop for the motherfucking red light, dummy. Which one is easier? Because you don't feel like stopping? Because you was afraid of somebody when the backseat was like, go, 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 go. Or you tell that motherfucker, shut up. It ain't their car. They ain't driving. It ain't their license. It's not their insurance. Tell them to shut the fuck up. What's the message? What's the message? Yeah. See, now somebody want that happiness. They want that 10 of cups. Hey, J Mike, how are you? Now somebody want that 10 of cups. They see that, you know what? Had they just stuck it out with you, they would have been past this. They would have already been blessed with the fact that, yes, you learned the lesson, but you learned it the easy way. You was able to fall on that nice soft cloud as opposed to falling down and hitting a heavy thud. Boom. Hey, it's just Robbie. How are you? Hey, Warrior CC121. See, now somebody realized that you was the best part of them. When it came to y'all's relationship, you was the best part. It's not them that was the best part. It was you. You was the abundant one. You was the one with the brains. You was the one with the balance. You was the one that brought the sun. You was the one that brought the healing. You was the one with the strength. And this person thought that maybe they can explore some other type of thing. Maybe they can make a decision and do something else. They want to do something a little risky. Well, this is where that risk got them. Now they understand the message that you was trying to tell them. You're about to lose it all. You're about to lose everything. It's all going to crash. It's all going to burn. Like they say, you lay down with dogs, you're going to get up with fleas. Somebody's itching, scratching, because they got fleas. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. See, now somebody, they get it now. Now they understand exactly what you meant when you were saying whatever it was that you said. As many times that you repeated it. And they act like they couldn't understand shit. They act like they didn't understand nothing. Now they get it. Now they have some clarity. First they couldn't understand a damn thing. Now they got clarity. What's the message, Spirit? Especially after this tower is hitting their ass. And it's not just one tower. It is several towers that is hitting their ass. Hey, High Priestess 369. How are you? I'm grateful for you too. It says several towers that's hitting. And it's not just one part of their life. It's several parts of their life. See, that is one part of your life that caused the tower, and it was that they caused the tower, and it was that relationship between you and them. Okay, but with them, they have to understand there's several towers happening, and the reason that these several towers are happening is because of them. They're the ones who now have clarity about what the fuck is truly going on. You know, they thought that they was getting ready to work so hard to pursue money, to get this money by tomorrow, only to find out that what they was working towards was nothing but conflict. And who they was working with, nothing but conflict. They didn't feel like they needed any type of balance in their life. The heart, the head, the finances, the spiritual. They didn't feel like they needed any type of balance in their life. Like they didn't have to listen to the voice of reason. See, they thought that they can just go and do as they wanted, and they was going to be fine. Well, what they thought was going to give them their wish fulfillment has now got them caught the fuck up. Somebody could be in jail. Somebody could just be in spiritual jail, and they realizing that, you know what, they was better off kicking it, hanging out, being with you. When they was with you, everything was going according to the Most High's plan. But now, since they decided that they was going to try something else, that's whenever they transitioned into pain. Hey, Melissa. Yep. Somebody thought that they was going to be playing a trick on you, like they was going to be able to do some type of curse on you or something like that, and this person had visions of this curse working. This curse didn't do nothing to you except go back to them. That was it. And they mad now because they put it out there, and that's what they getting back. Oh, well. You wanted somebody else to feel that pain. You wanted somebody to feel that pain. So now you get to explain exactly how that pain feels. What's the message, Spirit? It's like they say, don't play with me. Don't play with me. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Don't play with me. And like I said, if somebody expecting you to come and apologize to them, for you to pick up the phone to be like, hey, I'm just saying, you know, can we please put this? That's not going to happen. You are out enjoying your life, and this person is realizing how hard their life has become. Fucking around on you. How hard this life has become. How hard it is without you. They thought that they was the strong one. They realizing now they was the weakest thing. They was the weakest one in the room. They the ones who did not read the room. They was the weakest ones in the room. Anything else from this deck? We're going to pull another deck. Yep. See, that now they're realizing that logic told them they should have stayed at home. They should have stayed where they was doing good at. Logic tells them that now. What they say, hindsight. Antonio, welcome to the Sweet Spot Soul Tribe. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, 4 Pentacles. Now somebody trying to hold back. Yeah, they trying to hold back from reaching out and communicating with you. And they feel like you holding back from communicating with them. And they trying to hold back. They're watching you, though. They watching you. Because, honey, let me tell you something. They know they want to come and apologize to you. They know they want to apologize to you quickly. They do. Because they realized they didn't know that your cutoff game was that motherfucking strong. They realized they was not as strong as they thought that they was. That you was the one with the strength. Oh, you know how to protect yourself now. You know how. And this person thought that they was gonna come in and do some shit with the Knight of Wands. Like they was gonna be in and out, and you didn't run circles around you and trick you out your spot and make you have to be like begging for them. No, they sat there and they listened to the wrong ones. Now it's them same group of people that got them all fucked up. Mm-hmm. Got them all fucked up. They thought it was gonna be you. Yep. Nope. They realized that you walked away. You was like, I ain't got shit else to say. I done sat there and gave you all the wisdom I could. You throwing your pearls before swine. I'm done. I'm done. Bye. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. That's when they were, yes. And this person, oh my gosh, this person is looking at you and they are so upset. Not only are things going in your favor, but they see that now you have this gift of you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away, when to run. And you knew it was time for you to get the fuck on out of here. Yes, and you healed your whole self. You put all that bullshit behind you. You healed yourself and you was done. You was done. Now somebody, yes, and you stopped talking to them because no matter what you said, it wasn't getting through. Now this person realized they should have fucking listened. If not, they're depressed because they didn't listen, because they felt like you didn't know what you was talking about. You was the one with the knowledge. You was the one with the experience. You was the one with the know-how. You was that one. Them, they was only the fool. You been an empress. You been in that empress status for a while now. You already got there a while back. Yes. You not only that, but you also an earth angel. This person is kind of finally waking the fuck up to who the fuck you truly are. This shit is really pissing me off. You know, you worked hard to build your life. You worked hard. You put in the hard work. You put in that work. And this is why this person is all discombobulated. This is why this person is getting this justice. This is why this person's world is all the way upside down right now. Because they had nerve to doubt you. Please, motherfucker. Like I said, now somebody want to come and they want to apologize. Try and see if they can choose you now to get this whole relationship back on track. And they feeling stupid because it's just them. Just them. They stuck. They stressed. They need the help. Everything that this person did against you is coming back on them. That devil is kicking their ass. That devil is kicking their ass, and they have no choice except to go within and look at the heartbreak that they caused you. That's like I said, the Most High is kicking their ass. The Most High allowed them to go through what they wanted you to go through so that they could see exactly what it was that they was trying to put you through. But this motherfucker felt like, oh my gosh, why? Until that they know not to ever do nothing like this to you or nobody else. They can't even communicate. Most High is not even allowing them to communicate with you until they ready to come up with the fucking truth and put it all out there. They can't even lie to themselves no more. They can't lie to nobody no more about this situation, because even if they try to lie to somebody who don't even know you, Even if they just lie a little bit. Antonio, thank you so much. Thank you. Even if they try to lie a little bit, oh, Spirit is knocking all that bullshit down. All of it. Hey, Black Goddess, how are you, sweetie? They cannot lie about it anymore. They have to tell the truth. You ever get to that point in your life where you have to tell the truth? You cannot lie about nothing. It is what it is. Forget the I'm so ashamed. Forget that. You ain't the first person to do this stupid shit. You ain't gonna be the last person to do the shit. So why lie about it? Even if this person sits there, you know how you go to the store and you try and you know, back whenever they used to have shoe stores. This person can't lie about nothing. If they say, oh, I wear a size 10 and they really wear a size 9.5, something is about to happen. They can't, not even a little lie. Not even a little lie. They got to come out with the whole truth. The truth and nothing but the motherfucking truth. Because God said, I'm so tired of you lying. I'm so tired of you misrepresenting what the fuck is really going on. So until you can be truthful in all things, even if you lie about some little insignificant thing that has nothing to do with this, I'm knocking it all down. You not getting no more fucking grace from me. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yep. See, this person now knows that they should have invested in you. They should have invested in you. You know, but see, this person was so young and dumb, and they was thinking that something else was going, you know, they was listening to somebody else, and they was thinking that something else was going to come in for them. And like I said, they was listening to somebody thinking, because that other person said, no, you ain't got to go to collective and apologize. Collective's going to come and apologize to you. Just wait on it. And that's what they doing. Sitting back, waiting on it. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And sitting there looking and waiting. Waiting and looking. Waiting, looking, sitting there and looking and waiting and looking and sitting there and waiting. And looking dumb while they doing it. While they doing it. The bad thing is this person knowing that, you know, when it came to confirmation, when it came to this relationship, when it came to this family, they're the ones who started the shit. They're the ones who started the bullshit. Not you. So for them to sit here and think that you gonna come up and be like, oh, I know that you did this and I know that you did that and you said this and you said that about me, but I just want us to get along. Fuck that. You ain't doing that this time. Fuck that. You may have tried to make a way. You may have tried to settle the score. You may have tried to, so we can all get along before, but this time, no. No, if this motherfucker cannot pull his or her head out their own ass and tell the truth and come to you and apologize like a woman or a man, then that's just that. You're going to leave that little immature, young, dumb, full of cum ass right there. Antonio, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you so very much. You're going to leave that little ass right the fuck there. Ain't nobody got time for this. And let me tell you something. The fact that you're not trying to communicate with them, that's what they ass get. The fact that you're not trying to send out no motherfucking message, that's what they ass get. Like I said, this somebody realize they got themselves in this position. You didn't set out no special trap to get them with the one leg caught up in the tree. They did that. They did that. And like I said, now judgment is being called on them. And they don't like that. Because they see, you know what? Hey, this reunion was blessed by angels. You always been the empress. You always been the one to hold something together. You always was the one to make things right. You was always the one that, whenever somebody needed something, you was the one that was Johnny on the spot. Johnny, Janella, whoever. It was this other motherfucker that they were sitting there listening to. That's the one who had the secrets. That's the one who was really feeling ignorant on the inside. That's the one who was trying to tell somebody, trying to get somebody not to use their discernment. That's the one who was trying to get somebody to not to use their logic. That's the one who did the absolute most because they wanted to win at all costs. And now this person is realizing not only did they not win anything, but they lost and they got their heart broke. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, they feel like their whole life has just crumbled. I'm serious, especially whenever they realize, hey, they did this. They broke up this relationship. They broke up this relationship. They did the most. And now this person, they didn't think that they was going to be the ones that was out there suffering. They didn't see that part. Let me get these other cards. Hold on. They didn't see that part. They just saw the part where you were supposed to be sitting here crying. Like you was going to be the one that was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh. You said, you know what? I'm out of here. Cause shit is about to get deep. And I'm not gonna spend my time. This is quicksand. I'm not gonna spend my time trying to get out of no damn quicksand because you can't. When it comes to quicksand, all you're doing is sinking. Even whenever they try to get you out of quicksand, you know how hard it is to pull somebody up out of quicksand? If you don't know, Google that. Watch it on YouTube. Somebody stuck in quicksand being rescued. Look how hard it is. Because that shit is pulling somebody down. Yep. Somebody didn't think about everything that they was actually truly working on. They didn't think about what they was actually working on whenever they was sitting here lying about you, lying on you, lying to you, conspiring behind your back. They didn't think about everything that they was actually working on. And now they sitting here thinking about this opportunity that they squandered, the opportunity to be with you. They're sitting here like, damn, I fucked this up. Yes, you did. All because somebody thought that they was going to be the trickster. They was casting the spells. They was the one who was doing the curses, not the one that was going to be cursed. Only to find out this person is the one who got cursed. And then on top of that, it really confused the fuck out of them how you was like, oh, okay. See, I see that you don't appreciate my love. So here's a cup she got in her hand. Here's 7 cups. That means that you left. You didn't even look back. You was just like, bye, bitch. That's when this person knew that it was time for them to stop playing and go within. Stop playing. Stop playing with your life. Stop playing with other people's lives. Grow the fuck up. Think. Use logic. Use your heart space. How am I going to feel if that same shit that I'm trying to do is done to me? How am I going to feel? How am I going to digest that big pill to swallow if I got to swallow that motherfucker? Hey, Bim Quill, how are you? The Light, how are you? See, somebody trying to pray about it. They trying to pray that you come back. They trying to pray that they get another opportunity with you. They praying that they'll please, if there's only one wish that I can wish, I wish this and this and that and the other wish, that they can get another opportunity with you. But see, they wasn't thinking that before. They wasn't praying that before. They was acting stupid. They was acting dumb. They was acting like they didn't have a brain, like they didn't know what logic was. They was acting like they couldn't see past their own fucking in front of their face. You better learn how to look into tomorrow. You better learn how to look at people's motives, especially the people that's trying to get you involved in some bullshit that you know you don't want to really be in. Somebody, it's time for them it was time for them. Like I said, the Most High had to make them go through that same shit for them to wake the fuck up and for them to realize, oh, this is what I was doing. Now somebody trying to wish upon a star. Now somebody they praying and they want that wish to come true. Especially since judgment was called on them. Especially since they know that you won whatever battle they was trying to put you in the middle of. Like, who got time for that? Now somebody they want to celebrate with you. Now they want to be a part of what you got to offer. Now they want to sit here and say, oh, okay, I see everything now. I'm very logical now. I got discernment of spirits, and now I understand that I was dealing with an earth angel. But instead, now this person is like, damn, I couldn't see it. And now they blocked. You got them on block, whether it's call block, whether the email is blocked, whether you just told them you were no longer welcome over here, whatever. See, now they see that, you know what? Instead of fighting against your love, they should have been fighting on the side of your love. Instead of speaking ill against your name, they should have been clearing up bullshit that was being said about you. Now somebody see that, you know, it's like they didn't realize that the devil was working against them too. They didn't realize the devil was their own hidden enemy. And they didn't realize how upset they had made the Most High. They didn't realize that. So now the Most High said, okay, I done gave you chance after chance, opportunity after opportunity, time after time. I done had this person tell you. I done had this person tell you. I done had this person tell you quite a few times, but you don't like to listen. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. What else, Spirit? I just heard they got to start all over. Hey, Roland, how are you? I can imagine. Yep, I just heard somebody got to start all over. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, they have to start all over. It's like, because you know what? They couldn't see this tower, but they see it now. They couldn't see the tower. They couldn't see that judgment was being called against them. They can see it now. Anything else, Spirit? Yep, it's sad. It's sad that somebody is waking up like this. Because we don't want our loved ones to be hurting. But you know what? They bring that shit on themselves. Yes. Somebody had the opportunity to make a judgment call about this devil energy, this dark person. They had the opportunity to make a judgment call, but instead they didn't want to do that. They did not want to do that. They thought it was going to be like you was going to be the one that was doing some shit, hurting and some shit. Like I said, and then this person, it was them planning on coming up against you. It's just the thing is they didn't realize exactly how strong your ass the fuck was. You had been having people come up against you for a while now. This ain't this ain't your first rodeo. Not only was it not your first rodeo, but you had God on your side. This was not your first fucking rodeo. This was theirs. This was their first rodeo. Hey, K Hypsee, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? Yep, something is about to happen in the month of June. Okay, Hypsee, can you do me a favor and send me an email with your address again? See, this person, they did not like to listen. Even when you was telling them the truth. This is why they are haunted by their past. Some shit could have happened to them back in February, but this is some shit that's been going on between 5 and 10 years ago. They didn't want to listen. This could have been a child. Your child is confused. Or a child is now confused by what they're seeing going on. Like, damn, wait. What's really going on? And it could be a child that's looking at something and really confused. They don't want you to know they're guilty, but you already know. You already know. Yes, something about 10 years from now. And this is whenever this person may be fully into their power if they start working on themselves now. Like their third eye will open, or they're going to allow their intuition to really guide them, or maybe they're going to be tested again in 10 years and they're going to need to either have the seek and follow what a true high priestess, one that follows the Most High, is saying, or they're going to have to learn how to be very spiritual themselves, very intuitive themselves, against a low vibe energy vampire, because they're going to be tested again. Something about the month of August, and there's going to be a lot of people that's dropping like flies. You're going to see it in the month of August. It could be some, but you're going to be okay. You are going to be able to rest soundly. Somebody was always trying to fit in, and it cost them everything. Like I said, I just heard somebody has to start all over, and they were hell bent on trying to destroy you, which is why they have to start all the way over. They are in panic mode right now, and you had to leave them to their own devices. Something is about to happen next year. Yep, this was somebody that was always trying to be in your personal business. Like I said, they was talking to your to these people who was trying to get at you, and they were sitting there trying to spread your business, but because you stopped trusting in this person and telling them everything a long time ago, there was no personal business for them to get in or to spread around. But they sat there and put their own business out in the street. And that's whenever these same people that was trying to get at you is now getting at them. They was even doing some illegal shit. Yeah. And see, everybody can get it. Ain't shit funny no more with this coven. Everybody is being smacked the fuck down. And guess what? You no longer care. It's like you couldn't care anymore because whenever you realize somebody was trying to come up after you so tough, you had to cut it off. You had to cut off all that overabundance of caring and trying to be there for this person and this. You had to cut all that shit the fuck off. And they are now afraid of the demons that they summoned. Oh, that's funny. And you realize that they are karmic. Yep. And their karma is coming back as legal issues. Their karma is coming back as legal issues. Like I said, somebody, they had to realize, that they was the ones who fucked up. Like I said, if they think that you're gonna be coming back and be like, I'm sorry that we couldn't get along. No, you're not doing none of that shit. You like, you know what? You the one who did all this bullshit, not me. So whatever they looking for, they're gonna have to make that shit up with you. Not the other way around. What is it, little girl? What you want? I'm busy. Go play. She rolled her eyes and went and laid down. She was like, whatever. What's the message, spirit? What else? Yep. Prosperity comes to you. And I feel like you're going to be very prosperous because you know what? You ain't out here trying to do nobody wrong. You ain't trying to do no fuck shit to nobody. That's the difference. And you know what? It's understandable that you are a little guarded as well. That is understandable. And you have an overstanding of others and how they work. Yep. Somebody's feeling betrayed and stressed because they tried to betray you. They tried to stress you out. So that was given right back to them. And guess what? Satan thinks that they're dumb. This person should have read between the lines. You already knew it was time for you to plant seeds elsewhere. And then this shit was coming back on them. This person now realizes it's time for them to change. It's time for them to transform for the better. And they feeling like an old ass fool. Anything else? Yep, it was funny. It was funny until it wasn't funny anymore. They laughed till they cried. And you left the madhouse. When you said, I'm done with this, you left the madhouse. Could have been somebody that you was married to. They tried to access your Akashic records but had the wrong password. This is, like I said, you had to cut the cord on this person. You had to cut the cord. This person was acting like they was nothing but an old ass tramp. you know. And like I said, something about an accident, we talked about that earlier. You know, somebody was in the back seat trying to tell you how to drive, like I said, going through a red light. Okay, Hypsee, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, and you are a seer. This person needs to start using their own third eye. They really do. They need to develop their own gifts so that they can try and get themselves out of this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, K Hypsee. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. You see, they're worrying about you, but you healed. You have graduated and ascended, and it's this other person. They need to get some healing. And this is what they're realizing, because we saw that star card upside down. They are not healed. You know? God won't allow them to move forward until they get some shit together. Until they start telling the truth about every aspect. That's the easiest thing to do, is tell the truth. But see, they want to act like it's the hardest. It's only hard when you're going around lying to motherfuckers, and then you got to come back and tell them that, you know what, you was nothing but a dog-faced liar, and you got to tell the truth in order for your life to go right. That's what makes it hard, because you got to, you're sitting here trying to act like you saving face. What you saving face for? Everybody already know what the fuck you doing. Yes. See, life is not an abundance of personal items. Life is about what you got in here. I saw a gnat or something. Somebody was trying to give somebody else some advice. You didn't ask for nobody's 2 cents. Yeah, this is somebody was trying to copy off of you. You know, you did not ask for nobody's 2 cents. What else, Spirit? You may even have a monitoring spirit around you. I'm telling you, because I just saw a gnat. Mm-hmm. What else? Anything else? Anything else? Something about this painful period is now over, and you need to get your healing steps in. You know, this person is watching you, and they see that you have high honor. There ain't nothing crazy or skeptical about you. They got a reading on you, and the reader was wrong. They know that you were very highly protected. You're stable. You know, look, somebody's got this angelic number 4444. Yep. Their own ego fooled them and got them all fucked up. Now they're seeing things clearly and realize nobody was even competing with them. This could be a Mercury retrograde. Wait, isn't Gemini in Mercury or something like that right about now? Or is it Uranus? Uranus, however you pronounce it. Something about some divine love. Hey, Angela Light Tarot, how are you? Angel Light Tarot, how are you? Yeah, something about this divine love, and somebody's trying to be some type of energy vampire. And they are now illuminated that you are a star. Something about someone's 4th house, ancestors, tradition, home, family. Something about someone's 4th house. Mm-hmm. Yes, there was like too much. There's too much evidence for somebody for them to deny some bullshit that they did. This is why they are going through karma, and this is why Pandora, the box is open. This person is really dealing with it because God saw it all. God saw everything. This person cannot get away from it if they tried. God saw it all. And God's putting it all right, making them to have to face their own fears. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. I will be back a little bit later today. Yesterday, I didn't go on live at all. I had too many other things I needed to take care of. Uranus and Gemini. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you. Let's see what Uranus and Gemini means. Let's see. Hold on. What does it mean when Uranus is in Gemini? It's a 7-year revolutionary shift in communication.
From 2025 to 2033, Uranus and Gemini will bring a revolutionary shift, impacting communication, technology, AI, and transportation. Expect rapid changes in how we learn, travel, and share information. With advancements in AI, digital technology, and transportation, potentially disrupting traditional media.
Education and social connectivity. Okay. It drives a collective need for mental freedom, curiosity, and rapid inventive changes in how we learn, travel, and share information, marking a move towards decentralized, high-tech, and possibly chaotic information systems. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and swing the pendulum, see which way. And I need to do a live for the members. I'm not ignoring y'all at all. Life has just been a little chaotic. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, which is the way that the pendulum is going to swing today, dear spirit? Which way? Okay, which way? Looks like it's starting to swing, yes. Yep, the pendulum is swinging, yes. I feel like it's a yes with some conditions because it's swinging, yes, but it's not like a stern swing. It's just kind of like, yeah. It's almost like it's a yes with conditions. All right, y'all. Hey, loving is lovely. How are you? Thank you so very much. All right, y'all. I am going to go ahead and jump off of here. We need to do a members live. We do. Antonio, welcome to the members. Soul Spot, Sweet Spot Soul Tribe. Thank you so very much. To Antonio and K Hypsee. Thank you. I appreciate you all. All right, y'all. I love you all. Look for me here a little bit shortly. And we'll take you know who for a WALK. I have to spell everything because if I say it, she's going to start jumping around and tearing shit up. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much.